Alright, so if you watch my introduction video of my cars, you know that my Mustang has a blown head gasket. Well, I was going to make a video talking about this steel seal. It's a fix-a-fluid, if you will. And what's nice about it is that it works on 99% of all cars. And if it doesn't work, either you did something wrong or it just won't work. But you always get a money back guarantee no matter what. So I'm going to set this down. We're going to go out to my car and talk about it. I wound up having a blown head gasket, and before you use the stuff, you're supposed to do a proper radiator flush, which I didn't entirely do. But I believe my overheating issue to be my water pump, which is that's that big pulley right on top here. And I flushed the radiator. They say you're supposed to use distilled water, 2 gallons of distilled water, but I went up using like 1 full liter or 1 full gallon of distilled water and like another ½ gallon mixed with antifreeze to make coolant. Now you're gonna notice there's a little bit of foam. That's just because the radiator flush, it's like a soapy type stuff, and the car's a little hot. I just took it on a drive, but you will see how frothy it is. But that is just because of the radiator flush itself. It's like very soapy. So that is not the steel seal itself. And what they advise is that if your car is able to be drive on highway speeds for like 10 to 15 minutes, if it's roadworthy. If not, you're supposed to do what I did, and you're supposed to let the car run for about 30 minutes. You flush the radiator and everything, just to make sure there's no antifreeze, and then you let it run for about 30 minutes between, I think it was 1,000 and 1,100 RPM, around there for 30 minutes with your heater fan on high, which I wound up doing that. And within minutes, I noticed smoke stop coming out, and I had a blown head gasket, partially because of smoke. But I don't know if you can really see in some of these. See, there's like water, and I thought it was oil, but it was actually old coolant. So it actually worked for my car, and I'm gonna get a bit of a startup here just to kind of show you, and then I'll kind of talk about what wound up happening after I used steel seal. Now that y'all saw there's no more smoke coming out of my car, I can say that steel seal does work, but due to the 3 out of 4 cylinders on the driver's side, that's our cylinder numbers they are, I decided to go ahead and go with new spark plugs, just because the other ones are foul because it was misfiring prior to the overheating issue. And I bought some MSD street fire coils, because when you're replacing coils, you don't want to buy something cheaper and less quality than OEM. I bought MSD coils just based off the fact that they're not only cheaper than OEM, despite being OEM spec, because they are the black boots, which are what my car has currently. They also have blue boots, yellow boots, whatever, and that just kind of depends on the plugs and the make. And for spark plugs, I went with these auto lights, because I got 8 of them, and these are, I believe, iridium spark plugs, and they were only $74. But I'm still having an overheating issue, and I replaced the thermostat because I wanted to start small. But next up, I'm moving on to my water pump, and I'm gonna go redo a radiator flush, maybe a heater core flush while I'm at it, just to, work out all my options, see what's what, because there can only be something. But I know the head gasket's not fixed. Now, what I think steel seal would work permanently, who knows? because I know for a fact I've only had it in my car for, you know, a matter of hours probably by now, and I can't say for sure if it'll work or not, but you know, I'm doing all the proper steps. I also had to do an oil change. My car had a bit of a rear main seal leak. I used Barr's stop leak. I didn't make a video on it. It was nothing special, but it did work. So later I'll make a video explaining all that. But back to this, I recommend Steel Seal. I'm not endorsed by them. You can go to their website, or Amazon's actually faster for it to get here, believe me. Right now, as of December, whatever it is, 20th. But you can go buy it for 6 to 8 cylinder cars. You will need 2 bottles, like what I had purchased, and for 4 cylinders, you need 1 bottle. If you have, let's say you have like 5 cylinders or a V10 or something. So you got like a Dodge Ram or F250, F350. It's a gas V10. I would just call Steel Seal. They're super friendly, and the good thing about them is if it doesn't fix your car, you get your money back. And I paid, I think, $130 shipped for my 2 bottles, and I ordered on Amazon. It got here really quick, but you can also order directly through Steel Seal. You have to make sure you go through a certain retailers in order to actually get the warranty. But I want to make another video when I'm doing my water pump and radiator flush, so stay tuned for that. Alright, y'all. Peace.